Hello friends, this is Sherry. How you doing today? Welcome to Thrifty Thursday. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Come on in to my craft room and I'll show you what I picked up at thrift stores and other thrifty goodies that I picked up this week. And if we have time, I'll show you a few of the things that I received for Mother's Day from my kids. And it's a whole, gift bag full of stuff, like a big gift bag. So it takes time to get through it, but we don't have to do that this week. We'll just do that a little bit at a time when we have time. So yeah, this week I picked up some books, and let me show you. I just picked up these 3 books, and I'm really picky on the books I pick up these days because I have some in my shop. I have some in my craft room that I'm planning on making journals and crafting with. So I pick up only ones that maybe I want to make into a journal or that I want to put into my shop. So when I bring them home, I usually, my intent would be to make a journal right away, not have them sitting around, right? So anyway, I found these 3 really nice ones here. This one is so pretty. I love this one. I love the Rand McNally books. They're just so pretty, and the older ones are really retro looking, but love the colors, and they always have a pretty the page kind of goes over here too on the cover, and I just think they're so the cutest things ever. This one actually has a book page on the back here. So I guess, that's how I found it, so I guess that's supposed to be like that. But it's all together and in good shape. Let's see what the copyright is. I don't remember if I looked at it in the store. I just remember thinking it was so cute. I looked at it to make sure it wasn't, coming apart or had a lot of pen writing in it or pencil writing or anything. So this is, we've got some Roman numerals. So it's 1951, it looks like 1951. And let me just show you the pages in case you've never seen one of these little junior, what is it? It's a junior elf book, right? Rand McNally Junior Elf Book. Jack and the Beanstalk, originally 69 cents. And so here is the pages. So there's some black and white pictures in here, and there's some color, and the color is really vibrant. So, and there's mostly, there's color in black and white. I think I heard once someone say they did that to save money, to just put some black and white instead of them all being color. Sometimes they're all color, it seems like, but this one has a little bit of black and white. Probably that year they were trying to save some money in 1951. So that one was so adorable. Oh, I was going to show you, it's not coming apart. Oh, there's a little red mark right there in case I put this in my shop. I'm trying to keep these though. I think they're going to be really cute journals whenever I get around to making a journal with these, but you never know. I might, if I get too many, they might end up in my shop. It's not coming apart, but it's you can see where it looks like it could easily come apart right here. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's together, but I wouldn't like mess with it too much unless I wanted to take apart because it looks a little delicate right there. This one I really like the look of it. Just the whole, it looks like it's been around for a while. I don't know. Here's a sticker. I didn't see that. But I guess if I I'm probably going to put this one in my shop. I don't know. I have to go through my, last year I listed a bunch of little gold, this size, regular size little golden books. And I need to go through them again. I have a bunch more I actually need to list. And I just need to go through them and make a decision. Like, am I going to list it? Am I going to, do something with it? I think I had this when I was a kid though. Yeah, this is looking really familiar. I just remember reading this when I was a kid. What year is this? This one is 1950, let me see, does it say 9 or 5? I think it's 1955. Oh, here it says 8th printing, so this one is 1979. Is that right? It's right here. Oh, I think it's 1975. It's tiny print there. But I just remember reading this when I was a kid, just over and over, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they have the numbers there. Then you go over here. Well, they go like that for a little bit, yeah. And then you come over where you can count things. You start counting. Oh, yeah, I remember this little pet shop, too. I don't know. I get confused on whether I read it when I was a kid. I have a little brother too. He's not so little anymore. But he's 10 years younger than me. And so I used to read to him when, I lived at home and he was at home, and he was a baby when he was born when I was 10. So, by the time he was like, old enough for me to, for him to sit down and me to read a book to him, I would do that. So I get confused on whether I read the book or I read the book to him or I read the book to my kids, if you know what I mean. But this one, I think I read when I was a kid. Because I just remember this counting so many, why would I count so many times with my kids? You know what I mean? I just remember reading it and counting. Because it says like here, 3 little foxes, and I would go over 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, there's 4 there. And 3 little foxes are asleep on the floor, another is playing. So yeah, I would count. I just remember counting all the animals, and when they would say how many of something, I'd be like, oh yes, there are 5 or whatever the number is. 5 little kittens, 7 little chicks, whatever it is. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, I remember the poodles. They stand out for me. What is it? 8. Are there 8 or are there 9 poodles? So yeah, they make you count them. So I don't know if you all remember this book. You'll have to let me know if you had read this book when you were a kid. But yeah, here's the trucks. I remember these trucks and counting the trucks and just looking at the different kinds of trucks. Look how retro they look. They're so cool looking, actually. So yeah, this is, I remember the money for sure. Yeah, I forgot about the money. Yeah, I remember the money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 makes a nickel, right? 5 pennies make a nickel. Yes, definitely remember that. But from when I was a kid, I'm sure. And then I recently picked up one of these and it's sold in my shop. This one has the Chick-fil-A on the back, but like I said before when I brought it home, I just think this is the cutest book ever. I just love all these mattresses here. Wouldn't you love to have that mattress when you were a kid? All those mattresses. I don't know what, they look like actual mattresses. All different colors. And then, I know there's a story where there's a pea in there and she can't sleep or something, and she keeps pounding up the mattresses so she can sleep in there, but there ends up being a pea in there, messing up her sleep. But yeah, I just think this is the cutest book. There they are. There's the mattresses. So cool. Anyway, so the one I had in my shop a few weeks ago sold. So when I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, I can get that. I can go ahead and put another one in my shop. So let's see, what else do I have to show you? These scarves I found this week. Yeah, I found these all at the same thrift store. So I only went to one thrift. Did I go to 2? No, I only went to 1, I think. But yeah, this was a really long, like, table runner scarf. And I got it really for the Battenberg lace, because you can do so much with this. If you wanted to cut it apart, you can cut off this Battenberg lace and use it white, or you can coffee dye it, or you can dye it any color you want since it's white, right? So I just thought this would be very useful to me or someone, whatever I decide to do with it. Put it in my shop. I couldn't even find a spot on here, so I don't know if it's new or old. There's no label. I don't think I saw a label. There's a string, but yeah, no label, and so I couldn't find a spot. I'll have to look closer. I bet there's got to be a spot right somewhere. Why would it be at a thrift store, right? Or maybe not. Maybe somebody just got rid of it, right? They don't want it anymore. But if there's no spots on here, I might just put it in my shop like this, as a whole piece, because it's so nice. So that's that, just a white scarf. This is just cotton here, cottony. And then the Battenberg lace. And then this one here is a smaller one. And it's, is it the same as this one? No, it's a different little style, I think, of Battenberg. This has all the little, like, points on it. See how it has the little, like, almost like leaves? And this has little swirlies on it. Little whirlies and swirlies. There. It has leaves over here. I want to call these leaves. But this is the same. I think there's 2 of these. Is there 2? Oh, this is another runner. Okay. I didn't realize I got 2 runners. I thought one was shorter than the other. But no, this is a runner too. So I'll have to examine this really closely. And again, if it's in as good as condition as it looks like, and it's really super long, so it would be pretty on a table, dining room table or something. hanging over the edges even, probably because it's so long. But yeah, if I can't find anything wrong with this, or even if I can find a little spot, I might just put both of these in my shop. I didn't realize they were so perfect. I hadn't really had time to. I mean, I did look at them at the store, of course, but I was thinking, well, maybe I'll cut them apart. You know, I can always cut them apart and cut the Battenberg lace and put that in my fabric bundles and things like that. So, but if these are perfect, I'll probably keep them together and just put them in my shop. So, and today I got a little package I had ordered from, let me move these over. I ordered from AliExpress, so super excited. Yeah, I ordered it. I don't order that much from AliExpress, or I really don't order anything. But I went ahead and placed a couple of orders just because some things I had been looking at. I thought, well, I'll just get it all out of my system. So I'm done now. I'm done with AliExpress. Not done, but you know, I'm not looking at anything else right now. So, I really don't want to order anything else. I just wanted to get these few things and try them out. So I want to check out their Pom Pom Trim. So this is some, like, I don't know if you can see, kind of like a gold, like a, not a bright gold, just a kind of a neutral gold, I would call it. And I don't know where the end is, but at least you can see it's got this part right here that I would sew or glue down on whatever I want to put it on. And then it has these little, this size little pom-poms. And there's another one like that. This is the same type of pom-pom in this kind of royal blue color here. So I thought that could be pretty if I need a brighter little blue. And then these are also pom-poms. So I haven't opened, I opened that earlier as I was watching TV. I was opening these little packages. So I haven't opened this one yet. So this one is pretty, like a baby blue. And see, it's a different pom-pom. They're closer and they don't hang off as much. So I think that would be cool to use too. And you can glue the same thing right here. This part you can glue down or sew down. I have had pom-pom before that I tried to sew over, and it wasn't pleasant. It wasn't pleasant at all. So I think I ended up gluing it down because I didn't like sewing on it. But this is feels like it flattens out pretty good. I would probably glue it down and then sew it because you need something to hold it in place, and I don't like to use clips or pins, so I wouldn't do that in paper. I wouldn't use pins in paper anyway. You know, to pin something on a paper, I'd use clips, or I would use glue actually. So that's the blue one. Oh, that's the wrong bag. That's the bag for that. And then here's a pink one of that same thing. So I guess I don't have to take that out. I'll just show you. Well, I guess you can't really see it, can you? It looks like a big shiny glare probably. Let's take this out real quick. See what it really looks like. So it's like a baby pink. Really pretty though, right? That's really pretty. I like that. I wanted to pick out a few colors that I would use. You know what I mean? I didn't want to get a bunch of crazy colors. So I thought I would use those colors. And this I picture myself cutting apart. I mean, I could leave them together. But I pictured, instead of getting a strand of blue and a strand of orange, strand of pink, strand of green, I got this rainbow color of flower trim instead of the single, because they had single colors too. And I thought, well, you know, let me just get this one, then I have all the colors, right? Because that's what I would probably do most of the time anyway, is cut these apart and use them, you know, here and there in different ways. So I thought that was a better, smarter way to do it, you know what I mean? Because of course you can put a trim like that on a page, you know, say like something like that, or cut these apart and use them individually. So that's what I picture myself doing with these. And I got the color because I already have some, like the daisies, a white with a yellow center. So I figured I'd just go ahead and get this colorful one. And then whenever I need a little pop of color somewhere, there you go. I can use these little flowers. And in the same regard, that's why I got these. These are little brads. And I've never ordered this that much. This is like a major Ali haul for me, because I've never ordered this much stuff from Ali before, AliExpress. I've only ordered like one or two things, really only one thing at a time here and there in the last, you know, oops. And I was kind of wondering, I couldn't tell about these brads online. They just had they looked weird, so I wasn't sure. what was happening with these prongs. So I just went ahead and ordered this one little pack to see what they did. Yeah, I guess you would see it. They're different. That's what I saw online. I was like, let me just try one of these and see what they do. But I guess I'll have to experiment with these to see how they work. But see how the prongs are. They're not, the ones I'm used to using have the prongs in the middle and they split from the middle, and these prongs go out to the side. So I guess you can put them in the middle and then fold them. Yeah, that would work. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to play around with these to see how they work. So I'm glad I didn't get more than one because I thought they looked a little weird on online, and then now they are what I thought they were. So yeah, I look pretty close at things. So if you look close at things and pay attention to those measurements, you can usually tell how things are. And I always, if I don't know what the centimeters are, because a lot of times they have centimeters, I'll just put it in Google and convert it to inches so I know what is what with the measure, the sizes. And I just look really so close at the pictures over and over again so I can figure out what I'm getting, right? Yep, that's what I do. So I have been looking at these for a long while. And this is probably what started this whole order. These are like the little Tim Holtz paper clips. Let me see if I can get them open. But this is what I really wanted. And I thought, well, while I'm ordering this, if there's anything else I ever want from Ali, let me get it now. And then I probably wouldn't order anything else because, well, I'm a little worried about it not getting here in the future with how things are. So I probably wouldn't order anything else after this. This is everything I ordered. I haven't ordered anything else after this from there. So anyway, look how tiny these are. I don't even know if you can tell in my hand how tiny they are, but they're the tiny. I already tried one on a paper too to see if they worked. Like, can I get it apart? It's so tiny. Can I get it on a piece of paper? And I could, no problem. And and they're very strong feeling, amazingly strong for such a tiny paper clip, and they're bronze. So I thought they were the cutest things. And that's what started this whole order, these little tiny paper clips. Because I had been looking at those for a while and comparing them with the Tim Holtz paper clips. I thought this was a much better deal. So I went ahead and went for it. And there's a bunch in here, as you can see. There, a bunch. I don't see, it doesn't have a number on the package, but there's plenty in there that will last me probably for a very long time. And these I got because actually I want to use them for tie closures, which I'll have to experiment. And I'm sure it's not hard, but it's something I never did before. But I kind of want to make like a little belt type tie closure. And these are pretty small, but I can put a little strand of ribbon through there and make a little closure. And so that it kind of holds itself together with these, have like a belt. With those, if you can picture that, you probably can if you've ever seen a belt with a closure like that. So I wanted to experiment with a tie closure for a journal with these they're little D-rings. They're small and they're bronze. So that was all from AliExpress and all from my thrift stores. So let me grab one little pile. We'll just do a tiny pile tonight so I don't take up too much more of your time. But I've been showing you the ephemera from my kids that I got for Mother's Day. And so we'll just go quickly through these. This is an old envelope, which I love old envelopes. Even though it has pencil on there and everything, I would find a use for that. You can always cover up stuff too, So there's a bunch of little things in here. What is this? This looks like a title to a car or something. I don't know what it is. It says State of North Carolina on it. Department of Revenue receipt there. What is this? This is what I'm looking at. State of North Carolina, Department of Revenue. Oh, this person was maybe they grew tobacco, you know what I mean? It says, this was in 1949, tax $10, tobacco dealer. Unless that's what you had to pay, maybe if you had a store or something, you had to pay a special tax on your tobacco in this way. That is, I don't think it's like, well, oh, and here's bottled drinks. Okay. I don't know. Department of Revenue, that's how they pay their their sales tax maybe back then or something. Tax $5, penalty 25 cents, total of $5.25. I wonder if she was late, maybe she had to pay a penalty. This one has a 50-cent penalty. So yeah, I don't know. That's interesting, right? I like the color on that though. So, and then here's just some old grungy receipts of some kind. Very faded and a little bit grungy looking. It's kind of just interesting to see what it, try to figure out what it is, right? Okay, and then let's see. Like I said, I'm going to go quick. Something about a license and taxes. Some other old receipts. And I'm going to go through this stuff and find like the most interesting and things like something like this maybe. I guess I could put, you know, like this too. Would be interesting to put in a merchant certificate of registration, Department of Revenue. Oh, here's a bunch of those different colors too. Like something like that would be interesting to put in a digital kit, right? You know, I don't have a lot of time for stuff like that, but I would like to, you know, I mean, I think it would be wise for me to do something like that, you know. I have a few digital kits in my shop from things I found at thrift stores, and that's the kind of digital kits I would do, is scanning original ephemera like this, because I don't know, I've never taught myself or learned how to do like the floral, you know, different things like that people do. I don't know how to do that. Of course, not that I can't learn, but I would really rather do stuff like this. You know, this is kind of just the stuff I love. So there's a bunch of these little receipts, which I think are very awesome. They're really whole too, and you know, even if they have a little stain on them, I think they still look cool. Yeah, I like those. Some more little of these faded receipts here, and these are nice and unfolded. This one was folded. So that was all in this envelope, brown envelope, which I like too. And then there's another old envelope here, this was 19, I think it's 85. I want to say 05, but I think it's 85. This looks so old. This envelope looks older than 85 though. But what is this? This looks like a letter or something. Oh, it's a check here. No, that looks like 65. And I'm not sure. But somebody wrote a letter to this lady whose name is on a lot of stuff. So this was to this lady, her name was Rosa, dear Rosa. A check here that Rosa sent to somebody. She signed it there. And then just some more, something handwritten here. Little address or something there, okay. And that was in this envelope. And then, okay, what else? Okay, it takes time to go through this stuff, right? A receipt from a lumber company, or I guess that's a receipt. And some copies of, oh, this is a credit card, or this is a W-2 or something. This is wage and tax statement. So it doesn't say W-2 on it, but WE1 or something right there. Not sure what that is, but oh, there's 2 copies of that. A little piece of ephemera. Oh, this is a little book, a little record book of payments or something. I like those. That would be cool to scan. And this is a envelope from Reynolds Aluminum Credit Corporation. So maybe some credit card receipts or credit payment receipts, credit card payment receipts. Not sure. Oh. It says practical nurse. That's why I'm like, what? Who was the nurse here? Home Comforts Inc. Improvement Asphalt Shingles. I don't know. It's a confusing thing there. I don't know what that was all about. But that's an envelope that was with that. And then here's another piece of ephemera. Siding and roofing. Okay. It's a contract for a roofing job. That's funny. You never know what you're going to find, right? Notice of suspension or termination of benefits in 1952. pink slip here. Lumber company receipt. Yep. All right. Maybe that goes with the roof stuff. Some kind of a little stub here from a receipt. That's cool with the number $1.20. Well, this is neat. Statement of all accounts rendered monthly. And this is just a card. It does it fold? No. And the envelope, and we'll be done. Let's see what's in here. This is from Fire Insurance Association. So maybe something to do with the insurance, of course. Annual statement for fire insurance. Well, that's nice. Look at that. Okay. So this is all about the policy information here, it looks like. Oh, maybe claims, disbursements, losses paid, $60,000. I don't know. Oh, this is the insurance, like a statement from the insurance company about where the money went. I don't think they do that anymore, do they? It's like a statement of where the money went, you know, that the insurance company took in a year, something like that, an annual statement, not for an individual, but for the company itself. Wow. They don't do that anymore, do they? No, they don't show you how much money they brought in. Anyway, look at that stamp. That's pretty cool. 1973, 8-cent stamp. Anyway, thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed all my goodies. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to check out all the participants. The list grows. I'm adding people all the time, and there are probably some people that haven't told me that they're doing it, and I don't have them on my list. So look for the hashtag. Look on my list. The list is so long now, I can't watch all the videos. It's like I would be watching videos during all my waking hours if I tried to watch all the videos. So I just can't make it around to all the videos anymore. But I sure love doing this collab, and I'm sure, and everyone's still welcome. So yeah, the more the merrier. And I'll see you on my next video. Have a great day, and I'll see you later. Happy crafting and happy thrifting.